Hey guys, just thought I'd give you a bit of an update about my holiday at the moment, and hopefully you can all have a bit of a laugh at my expense. But for those of you who don't know, I flew into Wellington, New Zealand on Friday night on flight NZ828. There was also a gentleman named Andre Raynaud on that flight who has now tested positive to the coronavirus. The idiot got on the plane and flew even though he was waiting his test results. So because I was within 4 rows of his seat on the plane, I'm now high risk and I have been told to go into precautionary quarantine. So I'm one of those lucky ducks who get to spend the next 14 days in a hotel room. Probably should have seen it coming. Because it was Friday the 13th, so in hindsight, bit of a dick move by myself. What an idiot. For those of you who've spent 20 minutes with me in the past, you know how annoying I can get and how quickly I get annoying. So the good news for you is that you don't have to spend 14 days quarantine with me, but the bad news for me is that I have to spend 14 days quarantine with me. So it'll just be me, my mask, and my Aquarium hand gel sanitizer. So I've had to cancel my tour that I was on this morning, 7 days in the South Island, leaving from Queenstown in a week's time. So I've had to cancel that because as of 2 o'clock today, I checked myself into an isolation room in a hotel where I cannot leave that room until the 29th of March. So trapped in that little room, I can't leave for groceries or shopping or lunch or anything like that. So in about 3 hours time, I check in. And in that 3 hours, I just have to isolate myself from people of Wellington. So that's why I'm here at the dock. There's practically no one around me. I can't talk to anyone. I can't go to the shops. I can't even prepare for the next 14 days. I can't stock up on food for the next 14 days because people are in grocery stores and I can't go near them. So that's a bit of fun. I can't talk to people, which actually works out quite well because when I put the mask on, no one wants to come near me. I've walked past people trying to get me to donate money to their charity. A pack of schoolboys tried to get me to do a survey for their assignment. They saw the mask and they just turn around. So actually works quite well. A bit of a life hack. If you're walking in a shopping centre and don't want anybody, it works better than pretending to be on your phone. Just pop a mask on. Maybe throw in a few sneezes underneath or a cough or something as well. And they'll steer clear of you. But guys, in all seriousness, if you have any isolation, quarantine, boredom busting ideas for the next fortnight for myself, so I stay sane and don't throw myself out of the hotel room, please let me know. Alright guys, so I've made it into my hotel room now. This is where I'll be spending the next fortnight, so I'll give you a quick little tour, try and make it as exciting as possible. So there's 2 beds, but that's also the lounge room. There is a private bedroom here with 2 beds in there, so that big one's going to be where I'm staying. I'm not staying with anybody else in this room, so all those other beds are just going to really go to waste. I actually have the luxury of a kitchenette. Actually, this can go, I don't need this anymore. I have a kitchenette, so I got to get all my groceries delivered to the hotel. The person's going to have to dump it outside my door and walk away, and that's when I can then go outside and grab the groceries. The best part, I do also have a toilet and a shower here, which is absolutely going to be used. But the best part is there's a balcony, and it is glorious. Actually, this quarantine might be the best thing ever. I'm not sure yet, but check this one out. It's cold and windy out, but you get the gist. So it might be a bit easier than I thought. Right now, my game plan, I've dumped everything. I've had to call a lady from the health department, let her know that I am now behind locked doors and safely in quarantine. Now I've got to get my groceries delivered, so I'm jumping onto Countdown, which is their version of Woolies, and try and get some goods here so I don't starve. Alright guys, so I've jumped onto the Countdown website. I am now browsing through the local store, trying to plan my meals for the next fortnight. Oh, it could go one of two ways. I could finish up this and just be the skinniest person ever and lose like 20 kilos, or I could just be a big fat boy. So right now I've got some bread, some apples and bananas, relatively healthy so far, some chicken mince. Now the meat is ridiculously expensive here. Half a kilo of chicken mince. I mean, chicken mince, one of the worst minces, is $10, and back home you get like a kilo of beef mince for $10. So I've been absolutely ripped there. I might just, actually, what I might do, yeah, I might just go vegan for a fortnight, actually. I've got some eggs, plenty of eggs with some bacon, so that rules out my veganism. Some butter. Oh, tons and tons of tin baked beans and spaghetti. I got 10 each, but I actually think they're 70 cents each. They're going to be the worst tasting tin crap ever. I think I might jack that up to 20, to be absolutely honest. 20 and 20. And then we get to the important things. 20, good. So I've got a slab of Heineken's and then 3 separate bottles of Merlot, all at $9. So I've never heard of any of them. Rawson's Retreat, Cellax Premium Selection Merlot, and Shingle Peak. So I'm assuming they're going to be absolutely awful. Oyster Bay was $18. I thought, I'm not made of money. And then we've got so obviously some milk and some Nutri-Grain and some noodles. That should be enough for at least a day. Hopefully a bit more. Alright guys, I've finished my shop with Countdown. I just added in a bit of mee goreng, some Coca-Cola, some $1 frozen pizzas, so we'll see how they go. But it is Monday at 5:30 right now. Their next available delivery window is Wednesday from 10 a.m. to 12:30. So up until then, it's Uber Eats. So I'll probably get some pizzas delivered soon, which should be a treat. Some proper pizzas before I have my $1 pizzas. Now I don't really have anything to do. So all I've got really was thankfully still some puzzle books that I bought getting ready to go on a tour. So lots of Sudoku, some word finds. I've got my tablet. Judge Jerry Springer's on TV at the moment. I've got my tablet, so plenty of Netflix to watch. If you have any recommendations, please let me know. I'm sure I have time to watch it. And the place is already clean, so I can't even clean anything. I don't know. I'm out of ideas already, guys. It's day one. Help. That's the pizza. Oh, babe. Alright guys, so I have arranged for a zero contact drop off, I think Domino's New Zealand call it. So this way the Domino's delivery driver and myself don't come within about 3 meters, I think. So they'll knock on the door, I'll jump out and scare them, but I'll give them about 3 seconds so they can go back down the stairs and watch me collect this pizza like a hermit that I am now. Coming. Thanks for that. Have a good one. Alright, so groceries don't arrive until Wednesday, so these pizzas, what's this? Oh, it's just an empty box that they put all the hot stuff on. 3 pizzas, garlic bread, and Pepsi have to do me until Wednesday when I get the groceries. So that's dinner tonight, breakfast, lunch, and dinner tomorrow. I'm not normally one to ration out pizza, so this is going to be tough for me. Alright guys, pizzas have arrived. I've got Austin Powers Goldmember playing, one of my all-time favourite movies. I have been told I look a lot like Mini-Me if I shave my head. So I've got a Meat Lovers, a Supreme, and a Taco Fiesta pizza. 1.5 litres of Pepsi. Who said quarantine had to be a bad thing? Alright guys, so I've finished off the pizza I have rationed myself for dinner. The rest is all in the fridge ready for tomorrow to eat. I'm not doing wonders to my immune system by eating all this garbage, but I gave up on Goldmember pretty quick after putting it on, and I fell very deep into a Mark Wahlberg rabbit hole. So I've already watched Shooter, Patriots Day, and the other guys. I'm about to watch Pain and Gain now, but honestly, the other guys would have to be one of the funniest movies I've ever watched in my life. So tomorrow I'll probably get stuck into a Will Ferrell rabbit hole and just pump out as many Will Ferrell movies as possible. That being said, I am getting heaps of suggestions for things to do, so I really do appreciate it so far. I've been told to recreate WWE wrestling moves, listen to podcasts, meditate. What else? Do a haka in my budgie smugglers on the balcony. Yeah. No, while singing karaoke. While singing karaoke, I had to do a haka on the balcony in my budgie smugglers. Please keep sending suggestions, guys. I appreciate it. And if any of you lot end up in quarantine, there's some suggestions for you. If there was one thing I would tell you to go and get now so that you're ready for 2 weeks quarantine is like a 5,000 piece puzzle. If I had a puzzle right now, I'd be at home, but I'm finding myself just getting up and just walking through this hotel room just for no rhyme or reason. I'm just pacing, and it's only day one. So just get something to really occupy your time. Maybe like a drawing book or arts and crafts supplies, just something stupid that you can waste hours doing. Because yeah, I'm struggling to find things to do. So if it wasn't for Netflix, shout out to Netflix. Give me a month free because I'm spruiking the hell out of you because I got nothing else to do. So that's a wrap for day one here in Wellington. I'm off to bed. I have slithered into bed. These bed sheets are just so tight in hotels when they get tucked into the sides. It feels like I'm being mummified into the bed right now, but there's worse things going on the world, so I shouldn't really complain. That's lights out for tonight. 13 more days to go, and then 14 when I fly back to Brisbane. Woo!